Gentlemen and ladies, hello and welcome back to another video on the channel. Oh, man, I love seeing an egg every time I start a video. Miss Noodle, your presence is very comforting. Right then, so you might notice that something is off. The lighting, there's no reflection on the water or anything, and that's because I have vibrant visuals turned off for this time. Now you might be wondering why, but there's two reasons for this. Now in the last one, I went that way, so let's go this way this time. But anyhow, as I said, there are two reasons for why vibrant visuals is turned off, and it's not that big of a difference in caves or in places where lighting doesn't matter that much. I mean, as of right now, you don't see the shadows on the ground and so on and so forth. It's not as bright and so on, but, one of the reasons is because when I have vibrant visuals turned on and when I look at a large body of water, frame rates start to drop. And I would rather not overuse my console. I would rather take care of my things. So that's one of the reasons we have it off, and whoa, look at that render distance. And the second reason is render distance, because take a look at that. I can see what's going on over there. It's like 30-something chunks, and when you have vibrant visuals on, I think you can do like 28 if I'm not mistaken. But when you have 28 chunks on vibrant visuals, it's a very, very bad experience because the frame rates are genuinely low. And of course I know the console is powerful enough to run this. However, I believe, and I'm not really geeky about this kind of stuff, but I think it's because the graphics aren't really optimized for the consoles, and that means lower frame rates, of course. But it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I take a look around, the graphics are fine. Of course, it's nice to have that shader feeling. However, it doesn't really matter. I think at the end of the day, it's just the core of Minecraft that matters, not just the graphics and so on and so forth. Now, of course, I am grateful that I don't need to run it on the worst graphics ever. I truly am grateful about that, but it doesn't really matter too much. What matters is the core of the game. And the best use case scenario for vibrant visuals is when I'm on the main island, or when it's just blocks around, not just ocean, not large bodies of water, because it's actually the ocean that really lowers the frame rates. But as I said, I don't mind it. In fact, things look just alright. Anyhow, what we're doing today is going to find certain structures. Now, I don't exactly know what I'm going to come across. I don't know how good my luck is, but one of the things I really hoped to find is a wooden mansion, or maybe a second trial chamber, because I still have those ominous keys, if I'm not mistaken. And I would rather use that to get some good loot, because I do know that they give you some pretty good loot. Is that a village? Oh. Well, I mean, I suppose it does make sense for cats to eat bunnies, but that was kind of cruel. So, anyhow, we found our first structure. I guess my third or fourth structure in total, but in today's video, this is the first structure. Now, I'm going to go around, take a look at some of the houses. I do think that there is some good loot. I am running low on food, so if I find any houses that have food in them, what's the point of double doors, man? What's the point of that? Right then, let's see. Okay, we got some bread, spruce logs. I mean, let's take the logs, I think. So I use less of my own, which should be useful because we're saving wood, and I might need that wood later on. Anyhow. Oh, you got nothing. You're broke. Go get some money. Alright then, this is the same format of the last house. Let's see this one. Yeah, we got some logs. Nothing too serious. I'll take the pumpkin pie. I don't think it's a trophy, but if it is, I'll look through the list later on. And if it is, then we have what it takes to get that trophy. Right then, I'll also take the apples because I'll craft them into golden apples later on. What do we have? We have bread. Nice, nice. I mean, it's coming together very nicely. It could have been better, but this is just a village, and it is the first structure that I came across, so it's not exactly bad, per se. Alright, so after stripping those poor villagers of everything they had, I decided to go for a wonder again. But I wanted to try this. Woo! This is kind of fun. I feel like a kid who's gotten on a roller coaster for the first time. I don't know why, but this just feels so good. This feels so good. In fact, I might build a track near my home, but this is our second structure. Very good stuff, very good stuff. Let's see. Pretty useless. I don't know what these blocks are, what these lodestone blocks do. But I'm going to take them just in case, because I like their design. I think they look cool. And if they have a use, then we might be able to put it to use. Who knows? Oh my goodness, boats are horrendously slow on land. That's bad. I think I prefer it on ice anyhow, but woo! This is this is kind of fun. I like this. I really do. And there's a second village. Now this one was actually useful for the carrots. I'm going to take these, and I'm sure someone will come and plant those right away. I see something in the distance. Oh, it's another village. It's crazy because the first few videos that I posted, I was looking for villages, and the one I currently live next to, I had to travel 3,000 blocks to find. And here I am now, finding villages left and right. Alright, let's get back on the ice now.
I'm fast as fuck, boy!
I'm not going to lie to you, that was actually very fun. I enjoy playing video games, but I don't consider them, dopamine-inducing type of thing. I just find them as regular, fun pastimes, I suppose. But that specific section, with the boat on the ice, that was what I would consider fun. That was what I would consider dopamine-inducing, and it certainly gives me an idea. I mean, I might end up building ice tracks, around my house to get from point A to point B. Now, depending on what the points are, I might have different stops, I might have different locations to go to, and I think that boat thing, that could make a pretty cool and interesting addition to my base, to my world as a whole. Oh. I mean, I completely forgot about the powdered snow, and it is one of the most annoying features that Minecraft has added. I mean, imagine walking and then suddenly you start sinking into the ground. It's just funny. Another village, yay! Gentlemen and ladies, we might have found something interesting after all. Okay, not bad at all. I'm gonna take the books and the treasure map. Let's go track down the treasure. Okay, that's pretty decent. Okay, I see a pillager outpost and a ruined portal in the distance, and they seem to be pretty close to each other, so I might have finally found a challenge. Inadequate, as always. Okay, I need to tread very carefully here. I think I aggravate— oh my goodness! They have an army going after me.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Let's see if I can get the creeper to explode, at least a few of them. If I can. If that's a possibility. Come on now. Come on. Oh, the creeper died. Oh, there was another one. This is getting kind of out of hand. This is interesting, but... Alright, no more running. Let's use the same strategy that they have. Because, a couple of mean-looking dudes chase me down with crossbows. They're not fighting fair, so neither am I. Okay, I think that should be most of them. Now, I do know there is a few still at the outpost, but let's start making my way there, and I'll see what I can conjure up as a plan. Oh, we got a trophy. I've got a bad feeling about this. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to read the descriptions later, but it's good, because I did forget to get today's trophy, so that actually came in handy. You know what? Taking into consideration that I have a very rusty gameplay, I think that was actually pretty good. I don't know why I expected better, I seriously don't. One thing I should have done is bring beds with me so that I can skip rainy nights, because the rain is absolutely annoying. Oh my goodness, guys, I can't believe I just found a village. I haven't seen any of these in this world ever. Gentlemen and ladies, hello. This is post-production Aaron, and unfortunately whilst reviewing the footage, I noticed that some of the audio files were corrupted. Now that means that the clips don't have any sound. I will still be talking over them. There would just not be any gameplay sounds. With that being said, I would like to apologize about the inconvenience. Now, without further ado, let's get back into the video. Ah, feels great to be home again. Honestly, I mean, I've been walking for so long, I feel like a stranger. Miss Noodle, hello. How are you doing? I missed you. I missed this view. I missed every single block in my house. I truly did. However, I have a verdict, and although I decided to go exploring, and although you're supposed to kind of explore on ground and so on and so forth, I was thinking to myself, it would have been a lot easier if I had elytra. I think that's something we can collectively agree on because I was looking for a woodland mansion. If I had an elytra, I could just fly over the world, and if I saw a big chungus house, then I can just land on it and then go exploring. You know, that would have been a lot easier than walking on land, because whilst you're walking on land, you may come across dark forest biomes. However, you do need to have some sort of view, some sort of bird-eyes view in order to find it faster. So, I don't know, maybe, just maybe, we might get the elytra soon. Who knows? I was also thinking about the chest full of cobblestone trophy. Now, I don't think I quite have enough, but it's not a problem. I can do this very quickly. It's actually very easy to do. And most of the cobblestone comes from me digging into the mountain to make myself a house, but yeah, so by the looks of it, we have 3.5 stacks left. That's nothing. I think I can handle that. It's not a problem, by any means. Okay, so considering I just went east, and I did manage to find some interesting stuff, but not too good, I figured let's go west this time. Now, I have gone west previously, off camera, but not too far. So, let's continue going in this direction. Let's see what we come across. I think it's a human being's nature to always want to hop on a boat and sail away from responsibilities and problems. And so naturally, a lot of us try to do that. However, as unfortunate as it might seem, you cannot escape responsibilities or problems in life. They always follow you, and if you have spent your life avoiding them, once they catch up to you, they will bring you down to your knees. However, there's no need to run away. Whatever challenges you may be facing in life, I think it's only a matter of dedication. With enough dedication, you as a person can overcome anything. Because us humans, we have an innate ability to solve problems. We just choose not to. So I pray that you fix whatever problems you might have going on. I'm rooting for you, and I hope you make it. There's another village in the distance. Well, I suppose they have beds, so I guess that's one thing they're good for. I don't want to cross the threshold of the sea monument or ocean monument, but oh, god damn it. I was gonna say I think I got too close without realizing it, and yes, I did in fact get too close. Well, good thing there are cows here, and good thing I didn't have to search for them for 20 minutes to get a bucket of milk. At this point, I'm profoundly unimpressed with Minecraft's terrain generation. I truly am. The blacksmith chest had nothing interesting, the other houses had nothing interesting, and I cannot believe it, there's another village nearby. But the only thing at this point that these villages are good for is when you're low on food, so you can take their food, and also when it's nighttime, so you can use their beds to sleep. You know what? The more I use my bow, the more I notice that my aim is actually getting better, which is a good thing because I might need this sometime soon into the future. Alright, so a dozen pillagers later, we have a couple of logs and some XP bottles, which doesn't even give you that much XP. I really should have expected this. I really should have. Gentlemen and ladies, you're not going to believe this. 8 villages in one video. I mean, where were all these villages when I was starting out the game? I have genuinely no idea. Okay, so gentlemen and ladies, I've been out for north of 5 hours exploring, and I think it's time to put a plug into it because it's been a while, and by the looks of things, random terrain generation really isn't favoring me today because all the villages that I come by, they're not really useful to me anymore. I mean, understandably, there are still structures, so my goal was to find structures, but I would have preferred something else, and 8 villages in a row really isn't helping my case, which proves that having a pair of wings actually is beneficial. However, let's end this here, gentlemen and ladies. In the next one, I will do the task that I've been putting off for a while, and I will be back with good news. But for today, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you around.